Hello and welcome to Planet Coaster once more. The other way from Eastern Park, or Western Park rather. We've made some steady progress over the last 3 parts. We've got on the basic entranceway down. We've gotten ourselves a train station where the locomotive is going to be making a steady journey around this desert expanse, starting from this little town here. And I haven't actually considered... Train needs to loop back, but I haven't actually considered how I'm going to do that now that I've put this massive rock formation in the way. I suppose I could have the train... yeah. I'll have the train bore its way through, and then I've got to get it sort of... I guess I'm going to have to move or remove this Gears of Fear. And then have it go over these buildings, I guess. Or tunnel through the ground. That's all I can really think of. But we'll worry about it at a later date, because what I want to do in this little stream, or episodes if you'd rather, depending on whether you're watching it here or on the tubes of you, is to fill up this little part of town with just a couple of small buildings, maybe the odd shop or so. But this could be a little, maybe a little marketplace or so. Yeah, if I have a little bit of an open space, and then have a gift shop and things like that, because we've got the saloon, we've got the Manly Man Beat Beef store, where lots of people are staring at that sign that says sod off. And I've also now realised that these barrels are floating. That needs to be rectified. Just need a few shops here and there for, you know, gifts and souvenirs and whatnot, because we've got gift shops and... we don't even have a first aid part or an entranceway. Yeah. How come there isn't a western one of these? That irritates me. Ah, whatever. Right. Let's keep it playing. Oh, Christ, now this damn sound. Is there a way for me to actually reduce the volume of this or have the train go away? Ah, shut up. No, I guess I'm going to have to turn it off or something. We'll just have it zoomed out. Okay. And then the janitors playfully twirling their brooms around and thwacking people in the face. And, whoa. I also got, before I ended last time, I got a couple of entertainers. Sort of the not damsel in distress people. Who are, if I say, guess straight filthy, they want adventurous rides. So then we've got, yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. I named the entertainers things like my dick, just so they say things like my dick is amazing, and come on. Everything at beef is a bargain. Come on. Hey, God. My dick is amazing. My dick is the best. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. And then we've got people saying, getting bummed. Wow. Getting bummed is the best. Okay. Alright, I know it's childish. I can't resist. Right, enough messing with that. Let's get some more buildings done, then see about actually getting this train moving out. So we're going to, oh crap, every time I start drinking water and then doing commentaries, my throat starts, well, not working properly. Right. Just fill out all of this. And I might as well get these pathways back in order. Ah, oh! Oh, I thought that was a gunshot or something breaking. God damn it, that ride's going to be the death of me at some point. Okay. Just fill this slot out. And there. Right, that's a little bit. Just even that out a bit. There we go. Hello. We missed a bit here. It needs to be rectified and done. So far things aren't looking too bad. I say too bad. Yeah, too bad. Let's just... yeah, we'll keep that as it is. We'll fill this area in a bit though. So, maybe a small building here and there. And get a couple of shops. So shops-wise, shops and facilities. Let's go for a gift shop. Hats fantastic. Just a memento. Looney, that's for balloons. But for hats... angle snap. I need to remember the controls now. It's been a couple of days. Yes, so I can have this place sell Western hats and such. That's perfect. So, how to best put this in? I suppose I might as well just put it here. So, whoa! God damn it, that sound. Stop it. So, I'll put it round about along here. Okay, that's done. So, hang on. This is hats fantastic. I don't want to do something. I don't want to shop a hat. Well, that's an instantly negative thought. Okay. Let's just call it cowboy hats. And staff items for sale. We only want them to buy cowboy hats. And those are going to cost 1 cent. Lovely. And facility statistics. And these staff, I get paid what I'm worth. I'm content with my paycheck, are you? How about you would like to be paid $999 a month? There you go. That should make you happy. Oh, there's the... I just put one here. Look, you can buy hats. And shut up about those. You're thirsty. Well, then go visit the saloon over there, you git. Is it? Prestige. Blah. Right, enough of that. Let's get some building going. So, once again, custom onto... no, I want Old West. Let's go with the standard plank of shop fronts. Right there. And then let's go with a standard building size for the most part. It's a basic wall. No. Wait, is this right? Ah, hang on, I've got this wrong. Needs to be like that. There we go. And there's the entertainers doing their job. This does make it a bit cramped over here. But actually cramped could be fairly good since, I don't know, we're going through some rather tight alleyways here. Or is it worth sort of stopping it there? Because it might make the building size a bit awkward. If I try something like this. This would probably make it even worse, really. It does clip into there quite a bit. Or at least a little bit, but it's still irritating. And nope. This. That could be a relatively small building like that. That works. So it's still fairly tight, but it's not... no, people can still get through there easily enough. Maybe I can make this give an extra toilet here as sort of an outhouse or something, because of course Western towns would pretty much focus on having outhouses. Okay, good. What are people's thoughts of this place? Let's give it a decoration of a sign. And we want it to align to surface. Let's have a hanging sign this time. Let's have it get it close to the middle. And then you can say sexy hats for sexy cowboys and cowgirls. Just mind your head, people who are tall, because you might lose, because you might buy a hat, then walk away and instantly get your hat knocked off by the sign. This guy's okay though. Got lots of people wandering around now, and they're soon going to start wearing fancy hats. Glorious. So, back onto the walls. Let's just give this another... Perhaps I can give it a sort of a deck this time. So I think if I add in modern wood... No. Because unfortunately the only... Because we can use... Oh, hang on. What if I put it like... No. We've gone to roof pieces. Modern woods like this, they provide a... No, some sort of a larger deck that also, works with the grid pattern. But that doesn't seem to be working for us, so it seems like we're going to have to... Because it clips through this. So, we're going to have to stick with the... Probably the, actual decks here. Because I was thinking of having a balcony that... directly above the shop and then have a building here. I'm not the best at describing things, so let's just try it out and see if it actually works. So we do that. And then have sort of a balcony here. That's probably not going to work, actually. No, not going to work. Whoops. Let's just keep it relatively simple. In fact, very simple. This is incredibly basic. This does seem a bit wide, though. Oh, god damn it, that sound. You know, let's get rid of this part here, because it does seem just a bit too big just for a simple hat shop. Let's just have it like that. No, I want it to be like that. Then we can probably just have a simple deck going up here if there's a sort of an extra way upstairs. So if we go onto roofs and give it, a nice simple standard roof. There we are. And then a chimney, which we don't want to have at an odd angle. We'll just have it do that. Lovely. In fact, would a stable have a chimney? Maybe, maybe not. We'll leave it for now. Then, that's pretty much it for the most part. So we'll give ourselves a doors and window. Let's just have a simple door here. And then step ladder along this side. Which, of course, we need to rotate because for some reason it always faces the wrong side. Lovely. Angle it into the wall. No, don't want that. Aha, there we go. And then, simple wooden deck. Oh, why are you at an angle now? And like that. Lovely. We just need to give you some basic railings. Let's try and go with the fancy ones this time. Which... No. Oh boy. Look, we're doing it like this. Like that. And now, onto these. Okay, this is where things are going to be a bit more awkward. Gonna have to meld them in somewhat. Yeah, that's it. Might need to get rid of that and then just have one of these. Rotate that. I love the fact that I've learned how to do this. Or how to do it properly, so to speak. Mostly. Just adjust it slightly. Okay, there's a teeny bit of clipping. But again, it will just cause more clipping over that. So I don't know, so I can be extremely careful. Which... Come on. Come on. Just edge it a teeny bit. Just a millimetre. We're going to have to keep it like that. But, that's that done. Now we can get ourselves another simple door. There we go. So, there's a door by the store and a door up here. So now all we need to do is get some windows going. Let's have some slightly different windows for the nearby store. Let's have some here, then down here. And then like this. No. That's that done. And then another couple along here. Oh yes, we also need some up here as well. And final four here. That's pretty much dead set in the middle. And then down here. And finally along here. Done! We've got ourselves a actual gift shop in the park, so people can now shut up about that. What are they thinking? Everything at Cowboy Hats is underpriced, eh? Watching my... I am never taking this hat off. Good. Glad to hear that you like your hats. Your sexy hats. Very nice. Ah, manly man meat is... I'm thirsty after beef. Yeah. So I do want another couple of rides or so in this park to keep people here, because right now these two rides are seeing a lot of attention. Just want to get a final extra cup. Maybe I'll see if I can fit a few over here, perhaps. And again, they won't really be Western themed, because we don't really have any Western themed standard rides here. Unless I could maybe colour them. That's pretty small actually, but then that's a space shuttle. If there's a sort of a Western wheel. Hyperspin. Helen ring. Oh. Coriolis. Something that's relatively small like this. Monte Leon. Westenhorn. No. Victory, that's of course of pirates. A Venetian carousel. The Screaminator. Whoa! Ho ho ho! Man, that's going to require quite a bit of support to stand up, especially in the strong winds. The Cube. Teacups. Suicidal. Sunflare, that's another massive ride, good lord. The Star Wheel. The Sky Watcher, that's frick. Sky Ace. Rocktopus. Good lord. And the Zozo. Monthly profit, they're losing a hell of a lot of money thanks to how much we're paying our staff, but it keeps them happy. Oh, excuse me. I'll leave it for now. Like I said, I'm more focused on the scenery and such than providing lots and lots of rides. Maybe I'll do another session at some point where I'm actually focused on building a proper park, perhaps with budgetary concerns and all that, but for now, I'm happy just to leave this. So, we'll have another couple of buildings just to fill this area out. How many other... what kind of... That's pretty much it for the most part, unless we have more food and drink places. We don't have any first aid areas. That's it. We need a doctor's. A sort of a first aid station. Doctors, that makes sense. We could also maybe do with an undertaker's, because I know there's a blueprint for an undertaker. And a church. Actually, maybe we can leave the church for somewhere out here as a more isolated area. We could definitely do with a surgeon's. So, first aid. Like that. And then that'll be along here. Like so. And first aid. Then put that as a building. And walls, etc. Actually, we don't need a shop front for that. We just need a archway. Which is like so. I think we need to get this some colour as well. Grid height. Building. First aid. Okay. Yeah, no. Totally qualified surgeon. Is that you? Is there an E in there? Should be. Totally qualified surgeon. Price. Pay for using first aid here. Nah, we'll keep the NHS. Yeah, customers last month. Make a profit off first aid. Nah. Not that kind of doctor. But can we actually adjust the colour of any sort? Open, close, center camera. Because I want it to be brown. Shops and facilities. Place for nauseous guests to recover. I guess not. Alright then. So, doors and such, we want the wooden door half barns, then we want that to be brown. Like so. Hang on. Switch that around. Adjust that slightly. Okay. Like so. Alright then. Saloon, that's done. Maybe I should have had it a bit... Whoa! People already in there, eh? I'm so glad totally qualified surgeon is free. Not having enough fun to want anything from cowboy hats. There! You little picky nature. Maybe I could move this back. Is there any way to do that? It should be. Finances. Building. Hang on. Move that. Oh, right, so need to just move that, but unfortunately just attack. I'll leave it as a now. I don't want to spend ages doing this. Okay, some wall pieces, basic plank walls, add it to the building. Whoops. We can have that as sort of the doctor's office, and I have this. That's the doctor's office as such, with the main entryway, and then the area back here can be where all the patients are kept while they recover. As long, I might have just made it quite difficult for me to manage in terms of roofing. Well, we'll see. I don't exactly, when I'm laying out, I need to pay more attention to the layout of the buildings and how the roofing is going to work. But for the time being, we'll improvise. We'll do it live. Never considered actually doing like that before. Let's just see what it... Now we'll keep it like that. So now we just need ourselves a gable end piece, which is not that one, this one, and then the same on the other side. There we go. So that's the main entryway, so you don't really need to worry about any extra doors. As for the rest of the roof, we'll do it 2 meters. Yeah, see the middle bit here, because these gable or these ridge pieces look a bit odd. Whoops. Oh, stop it. Why are you being so awkward? Like that. Yeah, and see this part. What do I do with this? Ideally, it needs to be... Yeah. I need to stop doing buildings with an odd number of sort of wall section pieces on either side. Because then this happens. I did it with a saloon, and I'm not too happy with how that turned out. What if I tried doing what I did earlier and doing this? Because how just double check, how does it actually look when I do that? See, the thing is, it seems to just jut out a bit too much, and that's just a 1 meter ridge. The 2 meter one, that's a bit too much. That juts out. Let's just see how it looks. And then, like, hang on. Huh. What if... Okay, now I do this. No, that just looks bleh. Just for the sake of not spending ages doing it, let's just do it like this. And then have a chimney on each one so it can be sort of a chimney escape or something. I don't know. Why does it default back to arches? I'd like it to stop that. Do. And then roof pieces. Foom. There we are. We'll do it like that. It might look a bit odd, but we'll keep with it. Okay, and now I need a sign, of course, for the surgeons. Western Place. Too bad there is stars more for the sheriff. Have I used any of these before? I have with a saloon. Ah, this one. Nice fancy one for the sergeant. There we go. Well, I say surgeons, but let's just call it the doctors. There we are. We've got ourselves a doctor's office. And then building-wise, let's just put in some... Let's go with some fancy windows for the surgeon. Doctors, whatever. So we'll go like that. And let's do it the other level, upper level as well. And maybe a way up at the back for the second level. Sure, we can do that. I've forgotten on most of these other buildings and add a bit of character to it. We can also do with some fancy windows on the doctor's side. And once more, like so. Now on the back side, we shall do step ladder. Do. And then adjust it so it goes like that. There we go. And then some decks. Which I think I've got it down the wrong way. Do-do-doom. Do-do-do-do-doom-doom-boom. Do-do-do-doom-boom-boom. Lovely. Do I really need to carry it on all this way? Let's just leave it here. Actually, no, it's a bit too far. Let's just bring it in a bit. There we go. I've done the same here. I will leave it. And then doors, let's have... That's a bit narrow. Double door? Nah. Barn, double door, no. One of these. Nice and fancy. As befitting of a doctor. And we'll go with the fancy railings as well. Oh, these have turned completely brown as well, eh? Oh, sure, let's keep it this way. Now, I might actually need to do the corner part here. Okay. Like so. Like there, there we are. And then this part here, which we rotate and then bring out and attach, which it overshoots a tiny bit. Come on. Oh dear, it juts out a tiny bit. How come this does but the other one doesn't? Oh, I'll have to be slightly misaligned due to that. Alright, there is a tiny little thing there, but it's not a massively noticeable. It's the doctor's office, so the last thing... Oh, hello again, Starrick. How are you doing? Sorry if I didn't notice you for a little while. I was trying to align this in properly. That's all done. Oh yes, I need to get some windows on that side as well. More fancy windows. Line it up. And up here. Get down. And I might as well just keep them going up here as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't see the grid layout, or I can't see how it aligns to the grid layout, so we're going to have to do a bit of guesswork, but seems alright. And then again, along here. Do. Ah, yeah. Your maths exam, eh? Well, best of luck to you with that. Thankfully, I finished my exams years ago, so I don't have to worry about those anymore. Right now, I'm just racking my brain trying to build theme parks and such. There we go. And now we need to sort of clip into the stables to try to get the windows on this side. Well, just stop. Right, camera, work with me here. What? Stop it. And right, camera, why are you doing this? Shut up about the entrance rides. It's been like that for a very long time because I haven't finished it yet, and now the colours have reset. Can I get my windows done now, please? Alright. Maybe playing this isn't as difficult as the maths exam. I'll admit that. And oh dear, now I haven't. Can you give me my grid lines back, please, game? And stop resetting the colours. Okay, that seems to line up. And down. There we go. That. No, don't, damn it. Alright, not the most insightful of commentary here. I'm just trying to get this frickin' There we go. One more. Come on. And done. There we go. The doctors or surgeons or first aid place or the butcher's laboratory pretty much complete. Unfortunately, I can't change the colour of that as far as I can tell, so that's going to have a bit of a blue tint to it. And of course the roof is a bit odd because I can't work odd numbers roofs. But that's pretty much done. And I need to do the thing that I said I should do at the start, and it's fix these floating barrels. Okay. That's that done. And that's that. There we go. No more floating barrels, please. This is a western or other way from Eastern Town. Not a fairy tale land. Or Harry Potter or any of that. Done. So things are starting to look quite a bit better. I think maybe just another small building or two in this little area. Or perhaps I can use this, leave this fairly open and have it as an area to move these wagons around or something. Places for these shops to store their items or such. Because I need to put in little bits of scenery pieces to make this look a little bit less plain. What can I do? Let's take a look at the scenery. Into the... Let's add all of these. We don't need the Planet Coaster Sci-Fi or Festive. But some of the pirate and fairy tale stuffs do blend in well with the westerns. Cargo. Maybe we could have some use of this. Say these two shops. Yeah, this is where I have a bit of a brain fart. You know what? I'll leave this part for now. I think it's time we actually start to expand this area. And the Iron Horse 4. No, just call it the Iron Horse, not the Iron Giant. So, carry on a bit this way. We'll have some sort of terrain features going around. Perhaps do the little church I was talking about out here in the wilderness. Kind of like the church on the outskirts of Armadillo in Red Dead Redemption, which is what I'm, to some degree, trying to base this off of. Well, I'll add in a bit of scenery in the form of shrubbery and such. And what do you mean there are no trees that fit these? The dead trees are supposed to be the western trees, aren't they? Those are roots. Ah, there they are. Put in a few of those. And here we go. I'm getting sidetracked, I'm sorry. So a land feature I've got in mind is a sort of an arch, similar to the one, the sign of rock formation arch that you can go over on the Cyanide Desert map in Battlefield 4. The Battlefield 1. So sort of a large pillar. Whoops. Nope, stop. Similar to this. With an arch going down like that, and the train can go underneath it. That's what I've got in mind. So, it's time to actually carry this on. We're actually building coasters now as such, instead of just constantly building buildings. And like that. And... Right, it's an open ground. I don't really need to think too much about where it's going. So, pillar here, arch goes down that way. And then this sort of turns back around on itself. We can maybe build another small town coming out this way. No! Whoa! Stop! 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 Stop it! Yeah. That. Right. Time to do some terrain deformation. Sculpting. Pull. Intensity. Let's lower that down a bit. Size. Crank that up to maximum. Oh yeah. Okay, nice big tall pillar. And then let's decrease the size a bit so we can have some sort of layers going on. Okay, that needs to be a bit flatter. Chisel, smooth it out a bit. This part is mostly improvised, like most of it. The chisel tool. No, don't do that. Even that out. Never fully figured out how to use the chisel tool. That kind of works. No, that makes it even worse. Uh-huh. There we go. Just trying to do some sort of layering effect, although that's a bit too excessive. There needs to be just sort of a bit like, actually, a bit like that. That's what I was trying to go for. Like this. It looked at the top. I didn't actually notice that, but well spotted. Although, if I want to do so, if I could find the space, I could try doing a sort of a spiral coaster that spiraled its way across this. But for the time being, back to maximum size. Let's just try and do the arch. So I'm going to sort of fill out all this and sort of cut my way through it to make the arch. That's the idea anyway. Execution could be quite a bit different. I want to smooth this out a bit. Okay. And then chisel my way through. So first off, flatten to foundation. Decrease the size a bit. There we go. Now it's starting to take shape. And then like that. And now just need to not the chisel tool, but the push tool seems to be a bit better for this. Reduce the intensity a bit. Give myself a bit more leeway for error. Like so. Whoop. Okay. It's starting to take a bit of form. It looks, with this red light, it looks a bit like there's magma or lava underneath it. Well, calm down, camera. Why are you getting so temperamental sometimes? Stop it. I don't understand this camera. It seems to sort of cam behavior, invert rotation behavior, mouse focused. No, center focused. Rotation behavior. No. Mouse center out. Let's try this. No, that's just... that makes it even worse. That barely moves. Sorry about that. I'll just have to... okay, what have I done? It's not moving. Center focused, edge scroll speed, edge scrolling. Focus on scenery. free look. Right mouse drag. Why are you moving so slowly now? Okay, now it's back. I guess I must have accidentally clicked that. Back to where we go. Sorry about this. Now I want this to be thin enough that it looks like an arch. It also needs to be relatively smooth. But strong, but thick enough that it can feasibly support its own weight. So basic, yeah. Okay, zoom out, zoom in. I guess I just need to sort of get the angle and zoom levels right to keep the camera under control. It's a bit awkward. Okay, nice rounded smooth archway. Flatten this out a bit. Okay. Needs a little bit more on this side. It's not too thin, I hope. Just need to be smooth and rounded. So we'll push down on this a little bit. Okay, we'll increase the size a bit so I can smooth this out. There we go. That's starting to take shape quite nicely, I think. So yes, like I said, I was trying to go for the arch that you could find on Cyanide Desert in Battlefield 1. This does need to be smoothed out a bit though. And now just the smooth tool across the whole thing. Make it look nice and rounded so it sort of looks like it's eroded itself. Well, it's in the desert, so it wouldn't exactly erode smoothly. But again, I suppose most erosion... Like, why have you slowed down all of a sudden? You can use T. Have I been hitting T accidentally? That's quite possible, actually. I suppose up here, I'm trying to remember most erosion would come from the wind or such, so it would be a bit smoother. But then, of course, sand and rock particles, some sandstorms and whatnot. It's a bit thin over here. You know what? I'll leave it for now. It looks relatively good. Does it look good to you? Doesn't look too bad. Here, let's see if I can carry this around a bit more. Let's just go with a pull tool, reduce the intensity, and the size a bit. Just carry this around a bit more. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Doing it like that. And then we'll give it a bit more of an edge around here. Oh yes, now it's taking shape much better. In fact, so feasibly, someone could clamber up there and then up here and perhaps feasibly free climb their way up there, or along there. There we are. So up there, climb along here, very carefully make your way along this part, and you can climb either up here and then back down there, or up here And up here, on the top. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm rather happy with this now. I'm learning. I'm starting to learn how terrain works for the most part in this game. We've got a nice little perch here. Kind of like that sort of... Whoa, whoa, easy camera, easy. A bit like that perch on the top of the mountain in Oblivion where you could... I can't remember what it's called. Not the Throat of the World, that's from Skyrim, I think, but... The ridge in Oblivion on the... No, I can't remember. It's been too long since I played that game, but you could get a very nice view from an outcropping of rock jutting out from the side of a mountain on the side of the map. And so yes, let's see what that looks from the train's perspective. If we start to get a test run going, overview. You can test these, can't? Yeah, you can test these. Right, we need stations on in order to test it, I guess. Alright, just to keep you happy, I'll place an entrance. What, it has to be on that side? Fine. There. Can I test it now, please? Ticket price, customize operations. Oh dear, can you not actually test these? Right, that's the problem. Unless I'm an absolute idiot. Oh, hello there. How long have you been here? Damn it. Well, it does something. I'm guessing we need to actually finish this before we can ride it. Ride must be open before station can be opened or closed. Cannot, as the ride is untested. What? Editing Iron Horse. Is there no complete stations? Alright, we'll leave it for the time being. We'll just continue the tracks or something. Let's see if we can build ourselves a little bit of a church. So if we get ourselves an idea with the blueprints, Western Church, Undertaker's wagon servicing stables, Western large building, abandoned church. So this one we can have made of stone. Don't abandon all hope. So I need to do a bit of use some sort of pirate architecture here. Make it look a bit more churchy. We can do that. So custom. And okay, stop with the bell, please. Castle. Wall pieces. Sandstone. Or stucco. Now let's go for sandstone. So we want a... Let's just get the basic framework going. So we will have this part here, which will be the main front tower. Like so. And then some parts on the side here, which will be the main church itself. Oh, that's an odd angle. I want to look at the blueprint again. It's kind of like what I'm doing with the stables, where I'm trying to use the blueprint as inspiration. Yeah. Let's make a bigger version of this. Buttressed. Right, no, none of that. Add to this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it like that. like so. Do 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 do. Nope. Alright, that's that done. Now roof wise. Oh, fancy. Huh. Okay, now we need to go for some western roofs, I guess. More filters. Old West. What's rustic like? That's thatch. No. Okay, and now let's go for some nice tall. Or is this too much? It's 4 meters. No, let's go for 2. 2 meters, outer corner. No, we want actual slopes. Like that. And then, dun. Do these, I suppose you could say they work well-ish enough with the sandstone. Okay. Yeah. Nope, damn it. Like that. There we are. Do 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 do. This probably needs to be an extra part taller then. Yeah. So we'll just finish this off with the. Do I do the 2 meter one? No, let's go with the stick with the 1 meter. Like so. Like that. Oh, wow, easy. And then we'll increase the size of this with the sandstone. Go back to castle. 4 meters. Whoa. Like that. And I guess I'll just have to use a standard sandstone roof to... Castle steps, no. Octagonal. No, not those. Is there a way to... I can actually adjust the colours. Would this work better? If I do this... Do do do. Do do do. No, that's not. It needs to be more like that. No, that doesn't work either. More filters. I suppose I'm just going to have to stick with this. Thing is, it just... we'll leave it like that, actually. I suppose... I was hoping to have something I put on the edge. Aha! Okay. Do that. Yeah, that makes it look a bit better. There's a proper tower as such. And then we just fill this bit in. So we want gable end walls on this part. Just to fit that in. And then last but not least... we simply put in some slopes. Like so. It's taking shape fairly well, I think. And then... hang on, is there a 4 meter option of these? Yes, there is. I don't need to do that. Actually, I do, actually. Oh. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. And then back to these. It's taking shape well enough, I think. Now, the bell tower. I think for that we did an archway. And I can hang a bell. Is that? I'm guessing that's in this. No, that's in bell tower, decorative bell, iron chimney bell. No, not like that. Decorative bell ribbon. What did they use for the church then? Western abandoned church. An archway with pirate bell. Is that in building area? If we go for all and then get rid of the filters and then go bell. Ah, okay, there it is. Okay, aligned surface, get rid of that. And then we'll do a bit of maneuvering. Do a bit this. Then like so. Up a bit. Align it. No, that juts out a bit. It does jut out a bit on either side. That's a bit irritating. Ashley. We're just going to have to ignore those little parts in the walls. That's it. Walls. That's what I wanted. And now trapdoor. I'm sure there was a trapdoor option. Not trapezium. What about scenery? Trapdoor. That's what I want. There we are. So now people can get up into the bell tower. And now, just need the doors and such. Get rid of that. Building set. Castle. Doors and windows. Nice big doors. Or this one. Looks a bit fancy. No. Double door wide. No. Like this. Nah, let's just go with this. Nice big wide. Whoops. And now make sure it's properly aligned. And then get rid of that one. Oh, that needs to be adjusted again. Right, that's the door done. Now we just need a couple of windows. And windows, we want some fancy ones of these. Whoa, fancy. Can I adjust the colour though? Well, I can adjust the colour. What works best with sandstone though? What colour is sandstone? Actually, no, these are actual sandstone doors and windows, but the frames... I suppose shuttered can work. Makes it like a door though. Whoa, that's if you want an excessive door, then that's what you go for, good lord. Castle door, carved column, castle window. Did that church blueprint even have windows? I'm sure it did have a couple. Oh yeah, it did use those sandstone ones. Whoops. Door back was plain. Alright, I'll just stick with those sandstone shutter doors, just so we can actually continue or get on with this. That's nice and central there. And then over on this side. And then above that door, and then above these. Too many, perhaps? Maybe it'd be better to have them slightly over on this side. Just so they're a bit more evenly lined up with the windows on the bottom level. And then we have the fancy door. Let's make it a... let's go with that colour. Then have this at the back. Like so. And then some more of those windows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we just have it like this. 2. Just so we don't have too many. And then whoop. Like so. Should I have a door on each side? Let's leave it like that. Okay. Oh, I don't know where that came from. Okay. That's the main layer of the church pretty much done. So now I can just put in an exterior part, put in a bit of shrubbery and such. Nature, trees. Put some of these outside. Although, fairy tale fence, crypt fence. Oh yeah, these are much more fitting for a church. Metal fence, pirate stockade, rough western fence. Yeah. Whoa! No! Don't go! Go away! Steam overlay. Let's get some of these. What? Oh! Get rid of DLC items. I didn't realise I had that on. That's disappointing. Right. Rough western fence it is. All these low ones. Stick with these. Do. Do 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 do. Doom. Do I want it going out that far? Nah. Keep it. Don't get it too close to the train tracks. And like so. And then give it a rotation. Shwink. Joink. And then give it 1 or 2 of these on each side to close it off. I think just 2. And then just a couple on these side. Wonderful! Now then, do we have gravestones or are they part of the spooky pack? Nope, I'm guessing they're part of the spooky pack. Damn it! I need to pay money in order to get myself a proper graveyard. Oh boy. That's one thing that Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 did have over this. Oh well. I wonder if it's... Maybe I can actually try to make my own with pillars and such, like I did with the exterior or the the walls of the stables. If I go columns and Old West, I could feasibly make gravestones out of these. Yeah. To start off with a couple. I lost my train of thought there. Want it fairly central. One per each of these. I'll try and do a couple of... Whoops. Try and do a couple of different varieties of gravestones. But they're not really gravestones anymore. They're sort of grave markers. Ha! I'm being smart and ingenious for once. And let's just do another one over this side and see if I can do any more varieties. Obviously this is quite a bit more time consuming. And there. No, not that one. There. Now, arches, castle. Could I make gravestone? Okay, I was gonna say I could try using that, but that's a bit big. Columns. Nope, definitely not. Framework, wall decorations. Watchtower, no. Heavy stone, no. Castle support, no. Top of this, no. I suppose I could sink this into the ground, but then these would count as buildings. Technically those do as well. Doors and windows. If I get rid of a line to surface, and then try and use the top of this. Sink that down. Probably not. No. Window frames, these, this. Nah. I'll figure it out later, because I think I'm going to have to call it a day for the time being, since I'm going to go and visit my mother later today. But I will most likely be back later on in the evening, or at least in UK time evening. And I think I'll either continue my Bloody Hands campaign in Total War Warhammer or do a bit of Battlefield 1. So, we'll finish this off with a ride. Once this finishes, we'll finish this off in a ride on the mine ride, I think, once that's finished. Woohoo! I like this. I'm happy with that. I'm mostly there. I'm happy with how this turned out. Come on, in you go. And... so many people want to get on this. It's glorious. Alright, people. Off you go. Okay, you should be ready to go any second now. Hello there. How are you? You ready for an excitement? Woohoo! Woo! Whoa! And here we go again. You're enjoying yourselves back here? And back at the start. Glorious. Right, well. That's the end of it then. That's the day. Thank you all very much for watching. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed. And stop making me jump with that noise, Gears of Fear. And I'll hope to see you in the next one.